What does being a Canadian mean to you?
I think it's about being friendly and about opening your hearts and your homes to the people around you.
There is a certain Canadian something. It's hard to put your finger on, you know? I think that part of it is that we have like a really much more stable society, which is very attractive to people from countries where things aren't going very well. Yeah, the kind of, the politeness thing about Canadians is kind of true. And it's not a bad thing, you know?
I think being Canadian means to be very kind to everybody, to be respectful, and to love your country and represent your country well.
Being a Canadian, what does it mean to me? That's a great question. I think it means being welcoming. I think it means being serving your country in whatever capacity that may be. Some people choose to do it in the military, some people do to, in the civil service, but for others, just going to the polls and voting when election time rolls around.
To me, it means like it's pretty unique because I was born here and I was raised here, and I like the fact that we have a lot of choices if we want to travel. We have big cities, we have the oceans, and I like the Canadian cuisine, especially the poutine from Quebec.
Well, we can vote them in and we can vote them out. And, I think that democracy is the best thing in the world, and a lot of countries don't have that. And if we look at our neighbors to the south, I guess Canadian is what we want to be.
Being Canadian to me is just being proud. Our nation's history runs pretty deep. As I was saying, I'm not from Nova Scotia, little town of Yarmouth here. I'm from Kingston, Ontario, and to experience Canada in a different part, it's actually pretty amazing. Everyone's so kind. It makes me really proud.
You can pursue your dream here. If you live in the Philippines, being here is a big dream come true. So I'm very thankful to be here in this country.
One word, freedom. I think that's more than anything that anybody can ask. Freedom. We live in a place that you have choices. You can do things that you want to do. If you don't like something, you can say it. We are safe and we're free.
To me, it means living in one of the best countries in the world. Freedom to live the way that I want.
Well, I am a proud Algonquin Cree Nation. My tribe is Algonquin and Cree, and I'm super proud about that. So, hey, can't go wrong.
Being a Canadian to me means I get to enjoy beautiful weather like this and have this much space to be outside pretty much all times a year, which is kind of amazing. A lot of places don't have that luxury.
Being Canadian means being free and being responsible of our land and being proud of who I am as a Canadian. Let's go Canada.
Being Canadian to me means like being from a different place, different background, and coming here and wanting to build something, contribute and, see what the fruits that you can bear from that.
I like to say we're salt of the earth, and I think Canadians do things on their own, like very independent, to love freedom, like to fix their houses on their own, they're handyman and that kind of thing, which surprises some others who come here. They find, whoa, you guys do all that on your own. You can fix your own house, and yeah, because it's so expensive too.
Well, being Canadian means to me, well, first of all, I am an adopted Canadian. I moved to Canada in 1974 for professional reasons and became a Canadian citizen because I felt at home in Canada. And one of the reasons I felt at home initially, the first thing was that the gun culture, when I went back to do master's degree in the States and everybody was so excited about guns, and I'm thinking I just don't live in that world. And Canada felt like home.
I'm a privileged immigrant, wasn't born Canadian, and I'm really happy that Canada encouraged me to come here and live here and give me all kinds of freedoms and choices in life. I think worldwide Canadians are recognized as open and welcoming people.
I would agree. I would say that having choices like we have here, being appreciative of each other and celebrating differences